Yo, it's raining, and in this video I want to talk about my thoughts about rain because I'm sitting in the truck right now holding off driving to a job site and starting the day because I'm looking at the weather and there's more rain coming. What are your thoughts about rain? I have a very interesting perspective. I think it's based off of your paradigm as well. If it's pouring rain, obviously you can't work. But if it's a light rain, can you still work? What I mean is, when I needed the money so bad that I didn't have a choice, I bought a raincoat and I was working in the rain. And at times when it was straight up raining hard, like a consistent steady rain, I didn't expect anybody else to, do it, but I was doing it. So I would just go out and work by myself in the rain. And there's this amazing story that Richard Sutphin told. He's like a Zen philosopher on this audiobook I was listening to. He said him and his wife had taken a trip to some other country for a vacation, and that it was a long-awaited vacation. And when they finally got there, and it rained the entire week that they were there, and at first him and his wife were upset because they had planned like 2 years to go on this vacation. And part of the trip was like hiking through the mountains and backpacking and doing all types of cool outdoor activities. And he said that it was raining so hard in this tropical place that they were just drenched and dripping in water. And it was completely miserable. By the second day, at one point, him and his wife looked at each other and they both cracked up laughing. And he said that they were laughing so hard that it became fun and exhilarating. And then he said it was raining so hard that they were sleeping in a tent and the rain was gushing against the tent and actually got into the tent and filled up a whole puddle of water in the corner of the tent, and they were like tucking their legs up just so they could sleep. And he said that because they changed their paradigm and their perspective, it became the most fun and exciting vacation that they ever took in their life, and they loved it. And they woke up the next morning and they went hiking through the mud, and they were just in the rain the whole time, and they were laughing, and they said it was like an amazing experience. So the moral of the story is like, how do you perceive this? If you look at it as, obviously you can perceive it as it sucks to work out in the rain and get sopping wet, and you can get sick and you can be a victim. But I think as long as what you're doing isn't hurting your customer's property or leaving ruts, I know obviously if you cut grass, and you can't leave ruts in people's property, but there's a lot of things that you can do. And think about all that revenue you'd be missing out on. Oh, excuse me. Rain is it's a huge chunk. If it rains, I don't know, let's say you get one rain day every 2 weeks. So that's twice a month, 2 to 3 times a month that you have rain days if it rains pretty hard and where you're at in the season. And I don't know, let's just say you do $1,000 a day in revenue. I don't know. That's $3,000 a month in revenue. If you work 8 to 9 months out of the season, let's just say six for 6 months you have this. 3 times 6 is $18,000 in revenue. So $18,000 in revenue could possibly change your life or get it to the next level. I don't know where you're at. Some people can go make $18,000 in a week. It just depends on where you're at. But if you look at it from that perspective, then just going out and hustling and working in a light rain every day can be fun, and it can give you this like badge of honor and courage, like, sucker, we work in the rain. But then you get to the point where you just don't care. You just go to work every day and you have no emotion or whether or not, or you don't care if it's raining. Now, if you have people that work for you that don't want to work in the rain, depending on their personality or how they feel, some won't care. And then some will actually hate you and resent you for it and play a victim. It all just depends. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about working in the rain. I'm holding off here. I keep checking the weather. because it looks like we got storms coming. And let me know your